Hey everyone, welcome back to Wildy's Garage. In today's video, I will be giving my Coyote-swapped Fox Body a serious cooling system upgrade. With the old system already out, I will be installing a brand new SVE 3-row aluminum radiator along with the SVE hose kit that is made specifically to work with the KRC power steering kit. I will also be installing a dual fan from a Ford Contour that will be held in with a 5.0 resto mounting bracket kit and overflow solution. Let's get started. With the bay cleared and the old radiator out, this is what's going in. This is a 3-row radiator from SVE. This all aluminum unit will bolt directly up to any 79 to 93 Mustang with a manual transmission. No cutting, no drilling, just real performance, real fast. Moving on, we have the SVE radiator and heater core hose kit that also comes with clamps, a flow restrictor so you don't blow up your heater core, and a hose adapter. Moving on to the meat and potatoes of cooling system efficiency, you have the dual electric fan from a Ford Contour that will be bolted up using the 5.0 resto mounting brackets and the overflow tank. First things first, replace those old radiator isolators. Over time, heat and pressure harden and crack the rubber, which can lead to vibration and poor fitment. I have some new radiator isolators from LMR. They're about 20 bucks and they are an exact fit. Will drop right in with no hassle. As you can see, I have the old top radiator mounts and I have not painted them yet, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to go ahead and install them. I have some other things that I want to paint at the same time, which I haven't gotten around to cleaning yet. So when that time comes, I will pull these back off and paint them. Alrighty, with the new insulators in, we can go ahead and install the radiator. With the new radiator in, we can move on to installing the dual electric fan from a Ford Contour. We're going to start off with removing all of the tabs on the electric fan, and then we're going to move on to installing the mounting brackets onto the fan, and then the overflow tank, and then finally installing it into the car. With the mounts on the dual electric fan and the overflow tank is on too, we are now able to throw it into the car. There you have it, dual electric fan from a Ford Contour, bolted up to the new 3-core radiator from SVE. We also got the overflow tank that came with the 5.0 Resto mounting brackets, and those are pretty easy to put on. They are symmetrical, so there is no top or bottom. You just throw them on. And then down low you got some clips that go into the radiator, and then hold the bottom of the bracket for the fan, and then up top you got 2 speed nuts and 2 bolts that hold it in. And it is it's pretty secure. The only thing moving is this mount. I actually need to adjust that. I didn't mention that earlier. I think it got bent at some point, so I just need to bend it down a little bit. But anyway, now that the radiator and fans are in, we can move on to the hose kit. This hose kit is pretty straightforward. The only 2 things that I would say maybe you would get hung up on is this adapter piece here. This goes onto the upper radiator. It's gonna go this way, and that is so you can fit the Coyote upper radiator hose onto the Fox Body style radiator. And then the other thing is you have this flow restrictor for the heater core. That's going to go into the supply line. The supply line is going to be typically a 3/4 inch hose. And then you just want to make sure that the tapered end is facing the front of the vehicle. So that should be facing, I guess, the flow of coolant. And you're just going to push that down in the hose. And that's about it for this hose kit. Everything else is pretty straightforward. So. There you guys have it, the SVE hose kit specifically made for the Coyote with the KRC power steering pump is all plumbed in. I haven't quite tightened down everything just yet because as you can see, it's pretty tight in the back there. I am going to get a 1-inch spacer for the K-member, and that will drop the engine down an inch and give us some room in the back there, and then also room for the hydro boost. So with that, I'm not going to tighten everything down just yet, just in case I have to remove some hoses to adjust. But one thing I forgot to mention is I took this hose off and this hose off. I believe that went to the original overflow tank for the 2020 Mustang. I'm just going to cap them off. I'll just get a thick rubber cap and then clamp it on, and it should be fine. But that's going to be a wrap for this video. We're one step closer to getting this bad Larry on the road. We got the cooling system in, we got AC, and we got brakes almost, and that'll be next video. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that jazz, and I will catch you on the next one.